Hey kings and queens, I told you that I'd be doing another video, and I'm keeping my promise. I thought about this a little bit and I realized like not a lot of people have access to makeup brushes and beauty blenders and shit. Like that's not really accessible because they're not like things that you buy often. They're not like necessities like food. So people who are on a tight budget usually can't afford to get brushes and shit unless you get them for really cheap. bhcosmetics.com. I've had mine since I was about 14 and they're fine. I'm gonna do this just using my hands and no brushes at all. And if I do use brushes, then I'll tell you how to do it with your hands. Trust me, I know how to do this. I don't care about the rules. There are no rules to makeup. Just fucking do what you gotta do. Before you start anything, make sure you have a clean face and make sure you have clean hands because you're gonna be using your little fingies, so you gotta make sure that they're clean. So, you know, wash them. You can use a primer if you want to. I like to because, I don't know, it makes me feel better about myself, but you know, it's not necessary as long as your skin is moisturized. I'm getting a ring light in the mail like tomorrow, so maybe once I get that, the lighting in my videos won't be so fucking ass. Then I take a foundation. Make sure you find a foundation that like is almost exactly your skin tone because it just helps. I'm using the NYX Total Control. This guy like looks actually pretty similar to my regular skin tone, so like I like him. He's good. And then I'm just going to like put it in the areas I need it. Don't put it all over your face. Don't slather it on. I swear to God. For me, it's like, isn't life fun? Cool, now you have a bunch of dots all over your face, and now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your little hands and you're gonna pat it in. And it's gonna sound a little disgusting, but this is how you do it. Trust me, I've done this a million times before. This is how you put makeup on the subway. Don't slap your face with your entire hand. Like, use these two little fingers, and they usually do a pretty good job, if I'm being honest. Like, they kind of like work. I got this from using my hands, okay? So you can put your foundation on with your hands. If you feel like you went a little heavy, then you could use a tissue paper and just like blot your face. It's like a natural look. I don't really like to set my entire face with powder, but I do have these stupid ass little lines under my eyes that foundation settles in if I don't put powder under them. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of this Airspun powder out onto this little palette I have, and then just like use my finger to put it under there because fuck it, who cares? Also recommend doing it on the side of your nose too, because foundation usually gets stuck in the little fucking crevices around your nose and it's annoying as fuck. Yeah, this is a good look. I'm gonna let that sit for about a minute or so, you know, like however long you feel. I just hit my desk so fucking hard. At this point, I would also recommend that you use a setting spray to set your face, but if you don't have one, it's okay. Like, setting sprays won't like make or break your look. It's not like all the makeup will fall off of your face if you don't use one. Honestly, for me personally, they haven't made much of a difference, but if it makes you feel better, you could use one. I'm gonna take this shit off because I'm fucking impatient now. Okay, so now I'm gonna do contouring. For this one, I would recommend that you have one of those like stick crayon little things to contour, but I don't have one of those, so I'm just gonna use some cream shit that I got from makeup school. I'm gonna scoop it out of the little palette comes in. I'm gonna apply it with my fingers. I've already started because I wanted to make sure that I could do it right and I'm not actually an idiot. Thankfully I'm not, and I can do this. I'm just following my natural cheekbone, so start touching your face now before you actually put your finger in something, and find where your cheekbone is, and then just place the contour color underneath that. And use a light hand and blend upwards. Don't blend downwards because you're gonna look like a dead person. I mean, unless you want to look like that. I can't fucking believe I did that. I can't believe I'm literally a mastermind. You could also contour your jawline too, which I like to do, and I just use the same technique. Now I'm gonna move on to the highlighting aspect of it. Basically, the highlight just goes right on the top of your cheekbone. Another genius move from me. This part is optional, but I like to do it because it kind of helps. Not to sound like Trixie Mattel again, but marry the two colors together. I just put it in between the fucking highlight and the contour. It's not that complicated, just make sure it's blended out. I actually don't have a cream blush, so I'm gonna be just using a thing that I got from my old job. I can't believe I am the best makeup artist to ever live. Is this lighting any better? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow when I get my ring light, everything will be okay. Okay, eyebrows. I have eyebrows now, so I have to do them. I have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this has actually been doing me pretty well because it has like the spoolie on one side, and then it has the actual little pencil on another side. So basically, my trick to filling in eyebrows, ever since I haven't had eyebrows on people who did have eyebrows, is only fill in where the hairs are sparse. Like, don't make a whole new shape of eyebrow, just fill in where there's some bald patches, and then you'll be like cool. You'll be like fine. So I'm just gonna fill in a little bit over here. And I use a very light hand for everything because it's easier to fix mistakes if you have a light hand when you do makeup. And if you need any more, it's easier to just build up. You understand what I'm saying. I just draw like little hair-like strokes upwards and outwards for my eyebrows. They're already fucking big as hell as they are, but I just fill them in a little bit because it makes me feel better about myself. And then I just comb them into place, and then, you know, there we go. We got an eyebrow. Shadow stuff. I don't have anything that I could put on with my fingers, so I'm going to be using a brush. However, I will explain how you can do it without a brush. Basically, the whole concept I'm doing here is I'm just basically contouring my eyes the same way that I contoured my face. Can my voice like stop like breaking? I'm basically just gonna like be deepening where my like creases, and then like underneath it just to add some depth to my eye, just because I don't know, it does something. I'm gonna be using a brown, but you can use whatever color you want. But since this is more of like a natural look, I would recommend a brown because natural. So eyeshadow sticks are a thing, and you can use that. They look basically like little crayons, and you can use that and basically just apply it the same way. Is there fucking pink on this brush, man? What did I... Okay, so there was like red on my brush, and now it's a little bit red, but it's like cute. It's like a look. So basically what I was saying was you could take the stick eyeshadow and then just apply it the same way, and it's usually in like a cream formula, so you can blend that out with like your pinky finger, and then you're set. And then I like to go under the eye as well, just to keep things like even. I don't like to be fancy with like the highlight of the brow bone and highlight in the inner corner, because then it starts getting a little too complicated and a little too feminine for my liking. But you could do whatever the fuck you want. You could also, if you're using a stick eyeshadow, you could basically just fucking put that bitch right on the center of your eyelid and then just blend it out, and then that could be the whole look. You know what I'm saying? Fucking contour your eye. You could just do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just showing you what I do and what I think looks nice on me. Okay, so mascara is optional. Personally, I think it'll make me look too feminine for this, so I'm gonna opt out of that. I put some lip balm on just to like make sure my lips are there. But other than that, like, that's like, she's done. Like, they're done. Like, gender non-specific person is done. Okay, so I'm done. That was my simple little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram. Please tell me how much you, I can never fucking say this right. Please tell me how in love you are with me in the comments section below, and that will motivate me to keep uploading videos. I will try to do something next week. That's a lie. I will do something next week because I will force myself to. Okay, thanks. I love you. Bye.